guy that you're always looking up to like this. Have you noticed how girls look when they're looking up to someone that they find attractive?
That's the natural part that
you see the dilation in their pupils. You see the dilation. You don't see that with money.
Something happens in the psychic, in the psychological part when even when anyone, even you as a guy, if you are talking to someone and you're looking up, you are surrendering. You are like your brain is automatically telling you this being is above you in a way. Not because,
myself and Enes, like Enes and I, right? Enes had this. I have a game for you. Not a game. It's a question between the two of us. I want us to rank something. Do you know how women have things that they appreciate in men? Right? I think men also have things that they appreciate in women. But for a man, if you can choose one thing to have, right? So basically, this is one thing you have, and the goal is that it should get you women or get you women's attention. What is the one thing that will always win? But I don't want it to be one thing. I'll give you a list of things, and I want you to rank them. I think all these things will work, but the order of their impact in you getting that attention, I'm curious to see what you say. So we have one, having a very fit gym body. So just someone that is super fit, gym body. Yeah. Two is having a lot of money. This is not whether you can show it or not, but you have the money.
Yeah.
Three is having a very pretty face, like you're very handsome. And four, you're tall. So you have the height, 6 foot. 6 feet. So let's say you're like 6'5". If you order them in the order that they impact your ability to garner women's attention, what would be your order?
It would definitely be, for me, money has to be number one, no other way. Second one, that would be height. That I just recently, if you asked me this last year, I would be like money, then gym body, then height, then looks. But right now, I would say money, height, gym body, and the looks.
Why have you ranked it in this order before I give you my own?
Okay. I feel like there's no other way to look at it, right? Money is like very, very important, and like it can influence things and people. It can really give good quality life and experiences. So money would definitely make up for every other, the other three if you don't have them. It won't replace them, but it will, you will still get your way with women in that sense, or at least get this attraction and all, because people know you have it, right? But then with that comes with the height, because women really love, like, tall men, obviously. It's also like the hypergamy thing, right? Like, I think men who are even broke would really have success with women, right? So, it carries a lot of weight. And the third one, being the gym body, I feel like, of course, when you look good with a very, like a 6'4" height with money, bro, the fourth one for me is just, it's never even important as a man. When someone is like, oh, I would find it quite insulting if a girl looks at me and be like, oh, you're so cute, you're so handsome. I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be like, nah, because it exudes this sort of femininity that I feel like men don't really need to. I mean, if that's the only thing you have, you would get your ways like with women. But that's never important to get in women. So that's why it's like number 4. What about you?
That's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, for me, my ranking is a bit different. For me, number 1 is height. And I think you would have assumed that I would come with this height, because for me, I think height speaks to a different part of a woman. See, money is man-made, but height feels like protection to them. Yeah, when you look at lions, the bigger the mane, the more protective it feels, the more attractive it feels. And I think that's the part that height actually speaks to in a woman. And I will say this. Height, a woman can be big, a woman can be small. But on average, men are taller than women. So nature already made a choice there. The taller you can be, like the more the gap can be, I think the more attractive it is to women. Yeah. So I can imagine that A very tall guy that is broke will get a lot of women. You can now make the argument, are those women going to stay with him?
And what if he's still fat?
Even fat. I'm telling you, if he's tall enough, his presence will just create this uneasiness that I think is supernatural. They don't even have control over it. There's this tall guy in the US. I forgot his name now. He's like 6'8" or 6'7".
I know the guy.
He's always walking around. He'll be standing on the street like this.
Well, he has gym board and he looks good. So he has the other two. So
and he has money and you can, he has everything. But
Yeah.
I think his height is what gets their attention. And the reason, that's why when I told you that money, you can have money and not be able to show it right. And with women, now you are still in the situation where you have to find a way to show that you have money. And that's where you have guys having to go into the first date with a car key, having to spray in clubs.
Yeah.
Because they have the money, but no one knows what's in their bank account.
Yeah.
So now they have to show it somehow. And that's why they will buy some cars that they don't need. That's why they will buy wristwatches that they don't need. Because money still has to be shown somehow. But height, you have it naturally. It speaks to a natural part of the woman.
Yeah.
And also this guy, what's his name? Ike Slim Star. He also made a video where he's like, you go on a first date as a tall guy.
They're like, so what are your hobbies?
6 foot.
They're like, what do you do for fun? Like, what do you do for...
6 foot.
Oh my God, I feel a connection. I feel like...
6 foot.
And it doesn't matter what the girl is saying. Sis food. Everything you have to respond. She's like, what's your name? Sis food. What do you do? Sis food. Do you have money? Sis food.
I think that's
Like, it doesn't matter. Just be tall.
Yeah.
Now, the next after height is money. Because if you can't get that natural instinct of a very tall guy that you're always looking up to like this. Have you noticed how girls look when they're looking up to someone that they find attractive?
That's the natural part that
You see the dilation in their pupils. You see the dilation. You don't see that with money.
Something happens in the psychic, in the psychological part. When
they look
even,
up, right?
not even, when anyone, even you as a guy, if you are talking to someone
When
and
you're
you're looking
looking
up, you are surrendering. You are, like your brain is automatically telling you, this being is above you in a way. Not
Bro,
because,
myself and Enes, like Enes and I, right? Enes had this friend. We went to the club and it was just like a quick, unplanned, we went to the club and this guy, he doesn't really go to the club. He's like 6'4", 6'5". He bought a beer, just a beer that he wasn't even drinking. Yeah. And he was standing there, he was sleeping off, right? We got to the club and he was sleeping off. He was dozing. It was like this. Yeah. The music was blasting loud and it was just like this. And what if I tell you that even though he was just doing that, if you see the number of girls that were like, bro, it's unbelievable. They were still tapping him. Do you want a drink? Do you want to? And this guy was sleeping off. They were waking him up like, oh, are you all right? I'm like, this guy has not even seen you. Like, he hasn't seen you.
Yeah,
He's with a beard that people popping bottles all over the place.
Yeah.
So for me, absolutely number one. Number two, money. Number three, gym body. I think, if you're fit and you're muscular, it sort of gives a sense of safety and protection as well. And maybe it looks good as well in a masculine way. The pretty face works for a guy that maybe you've got pretty face and money, or pretty face plus any of the other things that we mentioned is a big win. But pretty face stand alone is a very tricky one. As you said, it's feminine and it's like, why are we competing for looks? I cannot tell you the amount of girls that I know that are clearly saying, oh, I don't like all these overly fine guys. Almost every woman that I know are claiming that they want their men to be average looking. Yeah. In that sense. And have every other thing. So I would say pretty face is the last one. I mean, our list is not too different. We just swipe height for money. I think what's most common in society is then that everyone uses what they have to get what they want. If you have 100%. Money, you will then use it. You position yourself in a way that it's easily. And if you have height, you'll be doing like that Momu guy that's always standing on the street. That guy is a You know what I'm talking about? That king, the American guy that's always standing on the street. He's always on everybody's relationship.
He's not even trying to, man. He's just,
Girls will walk away and they're like, what? Like you see someone drop the hand of their whoever they're working with, holding hands, and they're like, and people come touching him. He's a mumu guy.
I've seen a lady left a guy to talk to him. I was like, yeah, let's definitely do something. And she was.
He should be inside. Yeah, he should be inside. What he's doing is unfair.